we are told over and over by Democrats, well, look, you guys got to understand, we can't go around doing all this gun control that you want. Now, we agree with you. God, it would be great to do this gun control. And people's lives are on the line here, and we've had massacre after massacre. Now, God, I'm with you behind the scenes. But I can't. You have to understand I can't, because I'd lose elections. If I push for any kind of gun control, I'm going to lose. Really? Did anybody actually test to see how these positions do with the American people if you actually push for some forms of gun control? In fact, the most popular forms of gun control, the ones that people, progressives, say we should actually fight for, well, actually, it turns out they did. There was a great number of polls done on this. And wait till you get a load of the numbers. 86% of Americans support requiring all gun buyers to pass a criminal background check. Now, of course, conservatives argue for the gun show loophole so that all buyers do not pass a criminal background check. Now, progressives say we should push for that. Well, we've only got 86% of the country behind us, so God forbid any of our politicians should actually go in that direction. And then continuing, 62% of Americans support bringing back the assault weapons ban, including 61% of independents. That's a Time magazine poll from last year. Now, wait a minute, I thought this was a thing that Democrats said, oh, no, we can't do that. Oh, remember when Clinton did that and he got killed? Well, no, that's deeply unpopular with the American people. But wait a minute. Turns out it's not. It's actually deeply popular with the American people. Now, I understand that it might vary district by district, and I get it if a red state Democrat doesn't want to do this because it polls badly in his district. But to claim that it is unpopular in the country is just flat out wrong. To say that you would lose independent votes is wrong. In general, you would gain independent votes. 61% is a very comfortable margin in politics. All right, how about some of the other proposals? 63% of Americans favor a ban on high-capacity magazines or clips. Now, this was a huge problem in the Gifford shooting. This was a huge problem in the Aurora, Colorado shooting, because the guys, they could fire 30 bullets at a time, sometimes 100 bullets at a time. Now, remember, in Arizona, he was tackled after he had to try to reload. But he got off 30 shots because he didn't have to reload until he fired 30 bullets. So do Americans want to limit that? Yes, they do, by a significant margin. Are Democratic politicians going to do anything about it? Of course not. No. We can't bring up gun control. Oh, my God, we're so scared. Only have 63% of Americans behind you. Give me 63% of Americans on any issue as a politician, and I will destroy the opposition, okay? But Democrats, of course, scared of their own shadow, and there's other factors, too, which I'll get to in a second. 69% of Americans support limiting the number of guns a person could purchase in a given time frame. 66% of Americans support requiring gun owners to register their firearms as part of a national gun registry. So in reality, reasonable gun control legislation that progressives are in favor of, a significant majority, to an overwhelming majority in some cases, of the American people agree with. Now, why don't the politicians do this, the Democrats? One, they're scared of the NRA. They're afraid that the NRA is going to spend so much money to destroy them that it's not worth taking that political risk, not because it's not popular with their voters, but because since our elections are decided based purely on money, remember 93% of the time, the guy with more money wins his congressional race. If the NRA decides to destroy you, they come in and they say, all right, I'm going to spend as much money as I need to make an example out of this guy. And it doesn't matter how popular your position on gun control or any other position is, I'm going to take you out. And since the NRA does that very effectively, it scares the living hell out of these politicians. So we have lost our democracy, and it's decided by whoever has decided that they're going to spend the most amount of money in that particular election. So that's why they go running for the hills. It doesn't matter. Some of these proposals could have 89% popularity, 94% popularity. I mean, campaign finance reform has popularity that's in the 90% range. It doesn't matter. Nobody's doing it. Why? Because money pours in and destroys any politician who goes in that direction. We have lost our democracy. All of you saying to your politicians, we want reasonable gun control. Nobody's going to listen to you because they're intimidated by the money that the NRA has and the gun manufacturers have. And the gun manufacturers love this. There's already a report out of Colorado that gun sales have increased significantly since the shooting. They make more money. They're ecstatic. They buy the politicians, and we get killed. Welcome to the new American democracy.